Thank you, Deputy Speaker. We've heard the claim today about the government's approach to energy, but let's be clear. The Albanese Labor government is delivering real, targeted relief to households and small businesses in parallel with laying the foundations for a cleaner, cheaper and more reliable energy future, one of the greatest industrial transformations in generations. From 1 July 2025, every household and around 1 million small businesses have received $150 in automatic energy bill rebates, on top of the $300 already delivered last financial year. And these rebates have helped drive down electricity prices by an estimated 7.1% nationally. But this just isn't about rebates. This is about transformation. Right. And South Australia is leading the way. In my great state, we are on track to reach 100% net renewable energy by 2027, with billions invested in large-scale renewables and more in the pipeline. Recently, the 412-megawatt Goyder South wind farm outside of Burra in the regional Clare Valley was inaugurated. It's the largest in the state, with 75 turbines boosting wind generation in South Australia by more than 20%, powering homes and businesses, including BHP, which will draw energy from the wind farm. It's forecast to produce roughly 1.5 terawatt-hours of renewable energy each year. And as of 1:30 p.m. today, the Australian Energy Market Operator Fuel Mix Dashboard showed that in South Australia, 48% of our energy was being generated by wind. The generation cost, Deputy Speaker, of wind energy, of course, and solar energy are next to zero. We know that more renewables there are in the system, the less we need to depend on unreliable, dirty, coal-fired power and gas over time, which will provide additional cost relief on energy bills. The energy transition away from fossil fuels to renewable energy is one of the greatest industrial transformations in over a century. It requires investment from all parts of this country, from the federal government to state government to local governments, to businesses, industry, communities and individual Australians. Our net zero targets are ambitious, but our planet demands that we work together to achieve them and go beyond them to the extent possible. In my electorate of Sturt, this is what my community is asking. Asian Australians for climate solutions, Electrify Adelaide, Mums and Grandmas for climate action, STEM for early learners, countless individual constituents. Transitioning to renewable energy as quickly as possible is what my community is calling for, loudly, because my electorate understands that the transition to renewable energy is both an environmental and economic imperative, and in Sturt, people are acting. Under the Albanese Labor government's Cheaper Home Batteries scheme, 1,606 households in Sturt have taken up the offer, making us the silver medal winner across the entire country. We have a community battery at the Tukawira Reserve, which provides energy to multiple Housing SA tenants in Magill and surrounding suburbs, giving them access to electricity stored in that community battery through South Australia's virtual power plant. The battery stores excess renewable energy from the grid when it is abundant for use at later times when demand and cost is high. By doing this as part of South Australia's virtual power plant, it delivers renewable energy and the cheapest residential electricity rate in South Australia to eligible low-income households. Since it came online, it has driven down annual power prices for these households by an average of $562. And we're seeing this transformation in our community spaces too. At the Hectorville Sports Club, a vital hub for children's sport and community participation, we've supported the installation of a 60-kilowatt solar system with battery storage through community grant funding. This project is cutting emissions, lowering energy costs and strengthening the club's long-term sustainability, showing how local action with federal support can deliver national impact. So let's not fall for the politics of pessimism. Let's recognise the progress we've made, reflect on the fact that there is more work to do and that this will be a complex transition, but it's also a necessary transition. Let's work together to deliver energy security for all Australians.